Okay, well I decided to check in on the miners. Oh, and in fact, just as I was saying that, coal popped up. I was about to report to you some failures here with finding coal, but there we go, we've got one. I basically came down in here and kind of selected some more area where I thought, you know, the light may reach. We've got some dim light down here in the corner. I don't know if I have to be worried about that or not. I don't know. We may bring another torch in here and then have 4 of them and kind of spread them into the 4 corners, but anyway, I was about to tell you we didn't have this, but look at this. We found a bit of coal. So hopefully that pans out to be something. Let's just go ahead and mine this whole wall, or at least a big portion of it there. But yeah, look at this. We just... not much luck with coal. It's unfortunate. Oh, we do have more here, though. Let's see. Oh, and look at that. Even more. Of course, we're going to start making this really dark in here. It's no good. But I want that coal. There we go. Yeah. Oh, and that was going to be the extent of it. So, yeah, it's getting a bit dark in there. Let's actually cruise up to top side here and see if we can't... obviously, we've been kind of burning through some coal, trying to get the bars made. But let's go ahead and let's see. Where is it? Torch. It does say we have 18 coal at this point. So we're going to go ahead and do 1. Let's do 2. Okay, there he goes. Looks like he's going to start working on that. So, okay. Let's go ahead and get the build order in here. Let's see. We have furniture, torch. So these are the new ones. So first we're going to go ahead and have a new one kind of plopped in there. And then we're going to go drop one down in this corner. And then once those are set up, we'll start kind of deconstructing some of the other ones and move them around a bit, I think. Let's see. Deconstruct. Let's wait a second. So he's coming down and making that one. That's cool. We'll deconstruct this. Lower these walls back down. Okay, so he's about to break that one down. Let's go ahead and put the build order in. Pause time. I want as little darkness as possible. I don't know if I don't think things would spawn while you're in the area, but I don't know that for sure. It's easy enough to pause time. Okay, anyway, what was I doing? Furniture, torch. I've got one under deconstruction right now. It says 0, but 1 is about to become available from there. So we're going to go ahead and we've got 1 in this corner. Let's go ahead and put this one here. And let's select deconstruct on another one. Break it down, break it down, break it down. Who's doing this work here? Coconut Sales? Decided to come back from across the continent. Okay. And then we got Miles the Lazy Miner. He's breaking down the other torch. So let's go ahead and set a torch build order. If that one's going to go away, let's see. I guess I could dig into this corner more. Put this guy there. Am I... Oh, this one's not made yet. I thought it was made. Somebody come build this. There you go. That's what we needed. Okay, and I think... Let's see. Did I not deconstruct that guy? Let's put that order in. And then for that one, we may have to put that one by the stairs. It looks like it's going to kind of be dark there. That's cool. Oh, we already have... So we're going to have 2. Excellent. We're gonna put one here. And let's see how that pans out, I guess. They're not wanting to deconstruct this one. So what we might do is, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and cancel this job. We'll let this one sit here because I already have one order to be built by the stairs, and then that should be good. And then what I'll do is I can deconstruct this one, and as I mine, if I need it, I can deconstruct it and then have it moved somewhere else. Although this one is just not being made over here. We can look at it, I think. It does say we have one. And there's an order for it to be made and that we do have one available. So anyway, they'll get to that eventually. But this seems to be kind of a great spot up here. We ran into a bunch of the coal. So I'm going to actually select to dig this area out a bit more. See if we can get lucky. It does tend to clump together. So there's some logic behind this decision. And in the meantime, let's cruise up here. So I wanted to see This crate, what do we have going on in here? This was our coal pile. So right now we're not getting the we're not getting these bars made. Nobody is wanting to come do this. So one of the things we can do is actually go in and assign somebody, right? It's unassigned, so we can pick somebody, and I don't think it makes them, I don't think it tells, it decides any priority, you know, to kind of do that first. I think it actually just selects someone, like you're saying, I want you to work on it. They may have a better skill, for example. They may be faster at it, so you're saying, I prefer this person to work on it. But I don't think it says, hey, you, come do this right now. Although that is something I think we could do, right? We could jump in here and raise this priority. Let's tweak this all the way to 1. Let's see if anything changes. I have a feeling there's just not somebody like designated to that task. We may have to change some things with the professions to get that to happen. Yeah, it's not lighting up, so it's not like there's any immediate change. Let's go ahead and tweak this back down. Okay, let's look at these here. So let's see, we have Karen being the miner. Yes, as she told me, I'm always a miner. Yes, that is true. You did do mining in RimWorld as well. Maybe we could give you a different job. So we could do the blacksmith. I have a feeling this is kind of what we need to do. How about that? How do you feel about that? It does say you at least have some skill in that, right? If I come to somebody else, let's see, Angel. Well, you know what? It actually says Angel would be better at that. But you know what? You were saying you're always a miner. We're going to go ahead and switch you to blacksmith because you know what? You'll skill up. You'll get better at it, right? Practice makes perfect. So let's go ahead and do that. See if that kind of changes anything. I guess we could also... we're not seeing it light up right now. It's not lighting up the way I want. Well, let's jump in here real quick. Professions, the blacksmith. I wanted to look real quick. Yeah, it seems like that would be the one. Mechanical hospital. There is the workshop. I mean, I could push this. Maybe that's what it would take to get you going on that right away. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. There you go, Karen. Karen the blacksmith. So she's going to start cranking on bars, which will go into this area here. They take a little bit of time. Shouldn't be too long, though. Of course, she is new. She's new to the whole thing. Oh, look at this. We have some new people. Look at this. We have them. So how many do we have? Now, this number seems to vary. If we jump in here and look for nomad. Oh, we really only got one? That's unfortunate. That's a bummer. Look at that metalworking, though. Okay, so anyway, we have a gnome has shown up in the area. Let's jump in here, actually. We'll just do this now. He's a nomad. Now, we did take Karen off of mining, and she's doing the blacksmith. I could strictly leave her to that. And obviously, if she has no blacksmithing, she's going to kind of default down to whatever's next in order. But because she was a miner and now isn't, we're just going to go ahead and have him be a miner right off the bat here. So, his skills there don't look terrible. It's not bad. So we'll go ahead and start the timer, and he's going to come jogging across here. There he is. He's going to want to come do any mining for us that we need done. We might still have tasks happening down in here, though nope, doesn't look like it. Okay, while we're here, we've got this brand new torch set up here, which means there is room to mine. Probably something along these lines. We wouldn't have to worry too much about the darkness. And we'll do a chunk down here, why not? We are certainly looking for more coal and other goodies. I keep wanting to drag. Trying to teach myself to hold right click, because either one moves the screen, but left click selects an area, so. Anyway. Cool, so we'll get our new guy going. Now, one of the things we need to do is we need to jump in here, and we need to assign this new guy a name. Now, I did have Benjamin contact me in the comments and say, hey, you know what? Are you taking name requests? Because how about me? He said, sure, you're actually the first person to actually ask. I went through last time and just grabbed names out that I saw in the comments. So in this case, we're going to put you in as Benjamin. And of course we know that you're already mining, so that's cool. And I've got some other names in the queue from others who have requested. If you are watching this and want to throw your name in as a possibility, please do feel free to leave a comment with that, or, you know, especially with how you would maybe want your name to appear. If you've got a strange YouTube name, it's probably for the best. I will tell you that at this point I have, we only got one gnome right now, and that means I still have 4 other names currently on the list. Actually, no, I'm sorry. I've got 2 other names on the list. So there's 2 people ahead of you at this point. And in fact, some of you may have even requested in between the second episode and whichever one this is going to be. So anyway, do note that if you give me your name, you might be down on the list a little bit, but I will work through as best I can. And of course, if I wipe this entire colony out somehow, I'm almost positive I would be starting up a whole new world again and looking for all new names for that. So it never hurts to submit your name. And of course, I really like to incorporate names into any of the games that I can incorporate them into. So speaking of which, I did a video for a game called Stonehearth. I was really excited about it. I did that video and thought, man, there really isn't much to the game right now. It's very early, so I need to kind of let that sit for a bit. I was actually told recently that there's still not a whole lot to it. I played in December when it kind of did the beta access for people who supported the Kickstarter. But I was told by somebody who played it very recently that not a whole lot has changed and there's not a lot of new stuff. But they were doing a live stream, the devs were, and actually threw a question out there and said, hey, it would be cool if you allowed us to rename the characters, because it's kind of fun to, you know, when you've got a YouTube channel, to pull people's names in. And they actually responded to that question in the live stream and said, you know, that isn't that hard, so we could probably do that. It's like, yes, sweet. I don't think that's available yet, but it may become a thing down the road of the game. And so anyway, I like doing that kind of stuff. It seems like you guys enjoy that too. Okay, we have Karen cranking away on bars over here. She's got 2 in her area here and got 1 in the stockpile, so that's cool. One of the things I did want to do, as I said, was I wanted to see if a crate would allow these bars to be stacked. So we're going to go ahead and give that a whirl. Alright, you're going to come make us a crate. Look at that. Boom. Bars stacked. So this stockpile, 2x3, probably plenty of space. Plenty of space. So we're going to let Karen go ahead and crank on that. Now, because she is constantly going to be trying to make these bars, actually, oh, I only threw out 3. We could give her a number of them. I could tell her that we always want to make sure to have X amount on hand. The problem is I don't really want her to burn through all of the coal, because I'm going to have potentially other uses for it. So I think we'll stick to where we are now. Over on the left here, you can see it says bars 7. So I was starting to look into the crate, but I don't need to. We now have 8 bars. I think I had her set to make 10, so that's cool. We have some well underway. I think what we need to do next is start to look into some of the other workshops. We do have 3 yaks now, so we can butcher one of them for the meat and everything, but more importantly for the bone needle that we're going to need for some other stuff. So yeah, we've kind of got those workbenches or those workshops to look into, but also the metal working ones as well. Again, we kind of want to get to making weapons and everything to defend ourselves, because at some point that can be an issue. It certainly can be an issue. Okay, I've come down to check on the mining operation, and it looks like we found some coal. That's cool. But we also seem to have found some sapphire, which is pretty sweet. Now, I've never done anything with this. I think I mentioned that previously, that I've gathered some sapphire before, but I've never been able to do anything with it. That requires the jeweler or something, I think is what it is, workshop, and I've never made it, so I don't quite remember. But yeah, I do definitely want to check that out. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and mine this stuff up and get some of that brought up. In fact, now that we're talking about that, of course, we don't have a stockpile for it. So let's consider that real quick. Now, we've got sapphire. That's what we're saying. but we're not going to use it for a while. I'll lower the walls here, see what kind of space we have. Probably not going to use it for a while. So what I might do is we're going to want it over in this area over here in the left area, because that's where our metalsmith and a lot of this stuff's going to go. Probably if I make a jeweler guy, that's going to go in here as well. In fact, let's go ahead and look at this. Let's see, is it in here? Oh, gem cutter and jeweler, right? That's what we'd be looking at. Cut raw gems and then craft things from them. So we would probably put them over here. We don't necessarily have to, because I don't know. What I don't know is if they actually use any kind of copper as well. Do they do gems and metal together to make things? I'm not sure. So right now I feel like it needs to be over in this area, I guess is what I'm trying to get at. If I could hurry up and get to my point. That is my point. I think I want to get those over here. So what I think I'm going to do is this. I think we're going to go ahead and mine out some more space over here, but not a lot. And we might even just do kind of over in this area. Something like that. And then what I'll do is I'll set some stockpile or 3 just kind of back in this area. And we'll start throwing other things in here. Gems and things of that nature. And we can, of course, rearrange that as we go. I just want an initial spot for them so they don't have to just sit down here and I forget about them. Continue mining. Here's another one. And maybe we'll just double check in this area as well. Make sure we didn't miss anything that was right here nearby. Anything else sticking out? I don't see any coal or anything immediately on the edges, so I think we'll probably leave it at that. It looks like we have this dark spot. I really thought this torch was going to get made. Let's go ahead and do this. We'll deconstruct this then, and it will go make that. It's weird. I thought it told me that I had one, but apparently that is not the case. Okay, yeah, break it down, break it down. Coconut's going to break down. That seems to be Coconut's job. I will go break things, and then I will rebuild them elsewhere. Okay, so we got a little bit of a dark spot in the middle. Kind of creeps me out, but I'm going to try not to worry about that. Try not to let it bother me. As I kind of scroll past this area, you'll see I actually blocked this off with a dirt wall. Again, I don't know for sure that we're safe. I feel we are on this level, but I didn't really want to take any chances, and I didn't want to put any torches in here. So for now, blocked it off. That'll work. That will work. Okay, and our stockpile is getting pretty full in here with this wheat and everything. Now is our crate is not full, so what this tells me is that we will not be stocking the wheat grain into the crates, but that could just be because what we actually need to use is bags. And we have 2 of them. They're actually out in the world right now. They're just sitting out in the middle of where our guys spawned. So we're going to go ahead and bring those in, and I think I'll just go ahead and drop them both here. Now, these bags I think might be full already. I'm not sure, but it's green. It looks like they're wanting to bring one of them already. So I guess this is the other one. Let's see. It only has 2 of 32. They may have been running out here to grab some things out of it for all I know. And what about this guy? Let's see. That's pretty full. Wheat seed. Are they going to start moving any of this? Let's see. Let me open this up real quick. Contents. Wheat seed. Right. And this is wheat grain. Okay, so it's probably not going to help. That's a bummer. Anyway, I may need to move this because right now we're hogging up all this space. You can see they're bringing food in, which is great because we still have some crate space for that. So that's cool. That's being brought from up here. You can see them dragging these guys over. But eventually that's going to run out. We're going to have to either keep going with the crates or figure something else out with the wheat. This probably isn't the best place for wheat. Again, I was joking about it earlier. It's not really the food. Actually, you know what? I should take that back. You do use the wheat when you have a kitchen. With a kitchen, you can start making bread and everything. So that's probably why I really associate the 2. Yeah, that's it. That's it. We do want to make a distillery so we can start making drinks as well. In fact, you know what? Let's actually take a look at that really quick. Distillery. So that takes a table and a barrel. You know what? We're going to go ahead and kind of get this going. Because where are we at right now? Drinks are at 15. Yeah, we're getting a little bit low there. That's actually pretty low. So, sorry, one more time. I need to actually go back down there. Let's see. Table And 2 barrels. Okay, a table and 2 barrels. Crate, sticks, table. Let's see, we have the sticks and the planks, so we're good there. Table. Move that up. And the barrel. Planks as well. Up, up. Okay, sorry, we needed one more of those. Okay, so that's what we need for the distillery. So he's going to want to start making that. He's going to need planks. As he goes through that, whoever's working the sawmill is going to have to come account for that. In fact, we're just going to go ahead and tweak this up to 8 for now. They seem to be doing 8 on the other ones. Okay, and then what I want to do is, I've designated this food and drink, I believe. Goods. Let's take a peek in here. Food and drink, but we're going to actually deselect drink. And we're going to give it its own area. Let's see. Pause this real quick. Now, what I want to keep in mind is that whenever somebody's hungry or thirsty, they're going to come to these stairs, step down, and this is going to be, you know, what's immediately available to them. So what I think I might do is start making this the storage center for things like the wheat and everything, the food, the drink, and redo this stockpile. So I keep talking about redoing stockpiles, but we're going to actually kind of get to that now. And I could open this up into a really big, huge area, but I do like the idea of separating these into their own kind of distinct areas. I don't think this would be blocked once the distillery is up, but it could be. So let's just go ahead and do it this way. And a 5x5 here. 5x5 here. Let's go ahead and start the timer and let those guys get on this. Meanwhile, I'm going to actually select into here, stockpile, and we're going to go down here to plant. We have grain, straw. Let's just say nope, none of that. None of that. Now for now it's just gonna hang there because it's gonna say, well, I'm just sitting here. I'm not doing anything wrong. If I had some kind of other open stockpile, I would probably end up moving it. But for now it's just gonna hang. This is taking up a lot of space. I'm gonna pause this real quick and dig some more. Something like that. And then for the drinks, I probably won't need as much space. We're probably just gonna leave it at this, I think. Sorry, this actually isn't going to be for drinks anyway. I think what I'm going to do is move the raw material of fruits into this area. And then out here in the main area, that's going to be literally where we have a split between more finished food and drinks. So, I mean, right now we don't really have finished food. They're literally eating kind of the base stuff, the strawberries and stuff like that. But we're going to eventually want to change that. With the drinks, we're actually going to turn, for example, strawberries into wine. And the same goes with other types of food as well. We want to take the wheat and make it into bread. And it's those kind of foods we'll stick out in here because that's what we want, kind of the easy access to. And the other stuff, the kind of early resource stuff, we'll move away from the stairs, away from the access, because it's meant for crafting, which we've got the workshop down here. Not as important to be immediately accessed. Now, we are in trouble right now. I'm going to actually pause this. You can see that we've hit drink 0. That's not good, and it might take us a little bit to get drinks going. We certainly have the distillery done, and you can see with the fruits we can actually, there's a lot we can do right now. Strawberries. Let's go ahead and craft wines. Okay, so maybe this will be okay actually. Let's just always keep 8 on hand. And the beer, I'm always a little afraid to say, yeah, always keep, 5 on hand, because I really think they'll mow through this. The guys can come down here and drink, a bunch of it, and then they'll say, oh, I'm out of beer, let me make some more, and really burn through the grain. And I'm afraid I'll look up one day and everything will be kind of gone. So I'm a little hesitant to do that. I think for now we'll just go ahead and let strawberry wine be made. And let's see, I was really hoping to get this dug out, but who do we have here? Benjamin, man, we just brought you in. We brought you in from the rain, from the sleet, from the snow, and you're gonna slack off here. Trying to get things done, man. Okay, so there he goes. Let's see, we're gonna go ahead and pause it, designate this area as a stockpile. And this stockpile is going to be, once again, we're moving things. So we're going to go ahead and make this the, basically out there right now, I think I just selected like fruit. Should I do meat and everything too? Because we will be getting meat relatively soon.